once again to my kitchen. As we approach the holidays, I do remember a lot of things that my mom used to do ahead of time for the holidays. And today is one of those things that she used to do. My dad used to grow fava beans. And then after a while, once they were too big, he would pick them all and let them dry. And once he let them dry, then you could use them throughout the year for different things. She would make for soups and other different things she used to do with it. And this was one of them. Favas Fritas. We're gonna fry the fava beans. And this will make a nice aperitif or a nice snack, something to when you have company. So that's what we're gonna do today. So this is the fava beans, like I said, that my dad used to do. He used to let them dry, and these are all dry. We picked the biggest ones. I picked the bigger ones, and then you soak them. You soak them for a couple days. You want this, if you're gonna make this, you gotta soak these for a couple days, and they're gonna swell up. Then once they swelled up, you gotta remove the skin. You take all the skin out, and you're left with just the bean itself. This is a good way to preserve them. You know, you keep them, and then you can use them throughout the year. So in this stage, like this, if you wanted to make soup, you would just cook this and then puree and do whatever you wanted with the soup. But I want to make fried them, and then we put some salt, and it makes a nice snack, or even to give it away for gifts. I do a lot for giving it away for gifts, for families, for friends. You know, just put a little bag in a basket with a variety of other stuff, and there you go. You have a nice snack. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have been soaking these for maybe 3 days. I soak them for the first 2 days until they really they expand. I mean, they look that size. I was shocked how much they expand over 2 days. And then you remove the skin, and then you still let them soak so they can separate. See, some of them are all together. See, they're together still. They'll start doing this, and it'll be easier to pull apart. And that's where you want that last soaking. And throughout the soaking, through every day, I would change the water. I didn't keep the same water. So you would just change the water and until they come soft, and then remove the skin. And you know, you might go to your grocery store and you find these dry fava beans, and you go, what do you do with this? I mean, we know what we do with the fresh ones, but when they're dry, what do you do? Well, you can do the same thing. You just need to hydrate them, because they're so dry. So by putting water, you're gonna bring them to life. Even these soft ones, the small ones, you can make different stews with it and add them to soups or different things. So that's what I'm gonna do today. We're gonna fry the fava beans, and then I'm gonna let it fry them, and I'm put it in a towel so it takes all the moisture, so they become crispy real fast. And then to help to separate them, because like I said, you want them separated, otherwise they won't crisp up. They will start the moisture from the two of them, they won't let them crisp up. And maybe once they get in a hot oil, they'll separate. But that's what you do. That's what I've been doing. I've been putting it in a towel and kind of rubbing it gentle to kind of separate them. And at the same time, I'm drying them so they can crisp up. So that's what we're gonna do. And I do this because I put it in jars. And then when it comes to holidays, Christmas, New Year's, I always have something different. Something that you don't find, just in a regular place. And I made them myself. So, and you know, it's nice to take them out and share with your friends. So anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do. I have my oil already heating up. Once it's hot, we'll start frying this and then I'll show you. Okay friends, I'm gonna check for my oil, and this is how I check for my oil if it's hot. I get a wooden spoon and I hold it there. If it starts forming little bubbles around, that means the oil is hot. And now I'm gonna put a little bit at a time. You can do this in a pot, and you want to add it enough to have it submerged in oil all the time. And we're just going to let this cook in here until they start getting a light golden brown. And what I do once in a while, I'll just come in here and mix it and make sure that they're all separated. And we'll fry them. I put salt right away because you want the salt to stick to the favas when it's still when they're still hot. You can add other spices if you like. So you know, use your imagination what kind of flavors you want. My mom used to just put salt, but I've done paprika, I've done add black pepper to it. Like I said, different, use your imagination and do different flavors. And you want to keep stirring this because they can go fast. Once they start getting color, they can go real fast to burn. So, and one more batch to do. Okay, friend, I'm on my last batch, and I put them in the oven just to make sure that they all get crisped up. That's why you gotta keep constantly moving these because they can burn really fast. And then sometimes some can cook faster than the others. So if you continue mixing, then they all get crispy. Okay, I'm going to continue frying this and I'll come back. And here it is, friends. I finished my favas and I just thought I'd show you how am I going to use these favas that I particularly just did. I will make different charcuterie boards like this with the different things that we are accustomed, our Portuguese. I have some chouriços, fried chouriços. I have some blood sausage or marsala. I made some cod balls. Always make cod balls for the New Year's Eve. And then I have some St. George cheese with some bread. And then I have my favas. And so these are one way that I'm going to be using all my favas that I fried today. So I just thought in showing you, you know, a good way to use those favas and impress your friends. So do one of these, you know, whatever you're accustomed to it, your traditions, and bring it out to the New Year's or the Christmas Eve. Bring it out and make these chicory boards, or just put them in different platters, and you will see your friends will be very impressed. And so you give it a try to this Favas Fritas, or fava bean, fried fava beans. So, and give me some feedback if that's something you were accustomed with your parents or grandparents ever did. And show me how you utilize these favas. So anyway, I want to wish all of you a Happy New Year. As we go, we're in the last week of the New Year. So I want to wish all my subscribers, all my friends, all my family throughout the world, and all those that watch my videos, Happy New Year. And thank you for all your comments, for you subscribing to my channel, and I'm having a blast doing these videos. So I wish all of you a blessed year with good health, peace, and love. Happy New Year, and have a good day. Let's get cooking.